Hello. Oh, I don't know why that hello was so loud for me. I'm Azai. Welcome back to Aokana. I just came back from the gym, you know, the usual stuff. Ate some food and here I am. So yeah, I have been doing very well at the gym. Actually, I kind of want to try to lean down because I'm trying to make a video on March. At March, it's probably going to be 3 years exactly since I started going to the gym, so I kind of want to see some comparison and whatnot to see how much muscle I made, how lean I am. So yeah, I made like a transformation video all those years ago, but sadly, since the channel is down, I don't have a backup of the video. But it was pretty insane, like the first 4 months that I actually decided to be consistent with the gym really changed my way of thinking for sure. But yeah, let's actually talk about the last episode recap. So in the last episode, I remember us actually witnessing something ridiculous with Asuka. Dear God. The thing is, a lot of the stuff in Asuka's route is pretty good. And the romance is also pretty natural, unlike Misaki's. In my opinion, like the romance in this is actually not forced at all. While in Misaki's, it's a bit forced. So, other than the fact that the H scenes are just abrupt and out of nowhere, I really have not much to complain about this route. But yeah, I really wish most erogays would actually start implementing that thing where I said if the 8 scenes are not really important to the story, I wish they would just have it as an extra scene that you can unlock at the end of the game. Doesn't even have to be like after you do all of the routes in the game, right? Like say if I do all of Asuka's route, then just unlock Asuka's 8 scenes and stuff like that. But yeah, enough about that. Let's actually play through the game, shall we? Oh yeah, the last episode we actually also had Asuka practice with Aoi-san, which I feel like should have been more hyped up, or I guess not hyped up. Should have been more hype, but considering Aoi-san wanted to teach Asuka a lesson instead of really winning, I feel like she still took it easy on us. So yeah, it wasn't that hype. Mostly because we also already know about her move called the Angelic Halo. That was the first time we saw the CG of it though. But I do remember it being mentioned in Misaki's route. I guess they just didn't have the CG for it because they want to showcase it here in her route instead. But yeah, enough about that. Let's actually load the game, and I am ready for an 8 scene. Gotta get ready for that. Well, I probably won't be voice acting the 8 scene, so at least I'm not gonna be drained after the scene actually happens. Yeah, it sure is. I'm still not voice acting your laugh, Messiah. We exchange some stiff greetings, then share an equally awkward laugh. Sure does. We spent all night talking over the phone, so actually seeing each other feels pretty damn embarrassing. Still, last night was tons of fun, and I'm sure today will be just as great. So, what are we gonna do? Huh? Really? At least you didn't do this the day before the tournament, Asuka. You really do need some sleep, you know. Honestly, I'm not sure what to do. I mean, as her coach, I should probably be telling her to rest. I'm sure everyone else would agree, and even Asuka would understand. But I'm not just her coach. Listen. My girlfriend's saying she wants to spend more time with me, so... I can't just let her talk a little and head back home. Why don't we go somewhere? I mean, I'm already expecting us to have sex on today's date, Asuka. Yeah, we got no practice scheduled or anything, so nothing's stopping us. Plus... I haven't really taken you out on a date or anything yet. We kinda did when everyone else was at the mall. When they left us alone. Though at that point we weren't really dating just yet though. So yeah. Here we are, staring into each other's eyes first thing on a Saturday morning. Our faces look like tomatoes, and honestly, we'd probably have heart attacks if anyone saw us like this. Yeah, don't really have much use for them when we have graph shoes. We use the bus to head into town. You know, come to think of it, do graph shoes use any sort of, like, fuel? If not, that is actually interesting. So yeah, you probably don't even need to do, or you don't even need to buy a car or any sort of transportation. That only happened because I figured it was best not to use graph shoes the day before the tournament. People our age only ride the bus on rainy days, so this is pretty weird. Didn't know the buses only ran in the mornings and evenings. She didn't say that second part. Yeah, case in point, the only other passengers were some older people and a mother with her child. We stuck out like sore thumbs. That means we have until they start running again in the evening. Let's have a good time. I don't think this, like, island is particularly big, so they technically don't even need to wait for the bus to go back home. I don't know. Can you give me a moment? I turned my back to Asuka to keep her from noticing the look of panic on my face. I haven't thought of anything. I don't usually hang out with friends, and whenever I want to go shopping, I just head to Iron Mall. Damn, my loner lifestyle's backfiring right now. Where do people even go on dates? There's gotta be something. Anything. I mean, you can just walk around and see stuff that might interest you. Yeah. I turned back to Asuka. You wanted to get a parfait at that cafe we went to before, right? Why not start there? Whew. I managed to think up a pretty great idea. Asuka's eyes light up for a moment, but she quickly shakes her head and rejects my suggestion. She said she wants it to be as a reward. Good point. She's right. There's no point rewarding yourself before you go to face a challenge. I guess not necessarily wrong, but there's also no reason that you can't really do it. You can probably like eat half and half. Well, maybe it makes sense if it was some kind of kick-off party or something, but still, what's a kick-off party? Don't be. It's my fault for not thinking things through. I should have known. But where does that leave us? Heading to Fukuro Island in the ferry will take too long. Strolling around the island is basically the same as hiking, so it'll wear us out. I mean, this looks like a shopping district, doesn't it? Why can't you just go around this area? Holy shit, there's nothing to do on this island. We could always hit up Mashiro Udon, but I feel like that'd be pretty dangerous. Oh, sorry about that.
ひょっとして大会の前日がお休みなのってアスカ先輩とイチャイチャしたかったからじゃ。あ、いいんですよ。あ、お二人で一緒に食べるカップル専用風呂桶うどん、よろしければどうですか？
I feel like this sort of teasing only happens when you're actually still a younger person. I don't think this happens at all when you're at least 20 or something like that. Yeah, not that I know of. I don't think any of my friends would care too much whether or not I'm dating or, you know, I'm going on a date with someone. They're probably gonna be shocked when I announce that I'm dating someone, but yeah, they probably wouldn't care too much. Yeah, that's out of the question. And to be honest, even if they do tease you, like, who cares? It's not worth the risk. Unfortunately, that means I'm out of options. Think, Messiah, there has to be something. She playing the crane game? Nice, Asuka. Asuka turns to face the crane game again. She's pretty excited about all this, but honestly, I feel depressed. Can't believe I couldn't think of anywhere else. Asking Asuka out on a date was a stroke of genius, but everything else has been the work of an idiot. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the idea of not using graph shoes for a day, but I should have planned stuff out better before suggesting that. In the end, the only place close to us is this arcade, and we've already been here before. Man, I need to step up my non-FC knowledge. Maybe one of Miss Madoka's patented lessons will help. I mean, she seems to be enjoying herself. I don't know why you should be down about this. Oh, sweet. The only saving grace is that Asuka's enjoying herself. Yeah, gotta say, it feels completely different when you walk up to it on a sunny day. Graph shoes have changed our lives a bunch, so there's a lot we take for granted. We strolled around aimlessly for a while after leaving the arcade. Eventually, we spotted the school, at which point Asuka suggested that we drop by. It seems Asuka's not used to this sight because she's been using graph shoes every day since she first moved here. However, I had a period of time where I avoided flying, so this isn't my first time walking to school on a sunny day. True, we're usually practicing in our flight suits around this time. I actually don't think my school allows people to go inside of the school with casual clothes. You actually have to wear at least, you know, things that cover your like full feet, so like jeans and stuff. Not necessarily have to be uniform. But there's no way my school would allow stuff that's Asuka's wearing right now. We're the only members of our club that are around right now. It's kinda nice to be here all alone. Asuka looks to the right of the old school building. Oh, that place. She's talking about a small, old chapel that's next to the old school building. It's been around since the school was first built. Okay, we actually never see that CG. That is interesting. You only see this in this route. Kunahama Academy used to be a mission school, but things are different now, so no one ever uses it. Can't they just remake it into someplace, you know, repurpose it for something else? Only once.
そうなんですね。
I went inside and prayed. After that, I never set foot in there again. I doubt God even lent an ear to someone as impious as me. Asuka keeps staring at the building for a while.
こういう時って必勝祈願とかしますよね。
Oh, I guess.
だから教会に行っておけばよかったなーって。今日はお休みなので残念でした。
A prayer for victory, huh? I wonder if that actually helps. Either way, people usually do that at shrines, so her logic's kinda flawed.
昨日行っておけばよかったです。学校が空いてる時なら入れたんですよね。
Oh, there's actually a way around that.
マサヤのやつ、試合前日に学校へ来るとは意外だったな。休日なのに妙なことをするもんだ。まあ、むしろクラシナの方は楽しそうにしていたが。この上さらに来客とは。
お久しぶりです。鏡葵さん。
I thought that was actually us going here to get the key from her.
これは先日はマサヤが大変世話になったみたいだね。
ちょっとお話があるのですが。
I actually had to look up my own video for episode 36, by the way, because I really forgot whether or not the flying thing with Messiah happened on that episode or not, because I ended with a freaking H scene. But yeah, it was the resolution towards Masaya's trauma in that episode.
あいにく愛弟子のライバルと大会前に話すことなんか何もないね。
アンジェリック・ヘイローを使ったそうですね。
いけないお嬢さんだ。うちの学校に忍者でもよこしたのか？
そんなことは別にどうでもいいことです。大事なのはあなたがそこまで本気だというその一点に尽きるでしょう。
本気だって？
かつて世界大会の3回戦で私が見ていつかこれを再現したいと思った唯一の技。バードケージの元になったその技の持ち主が何年にもわたる封印を解いたのです。心躍らないわけがありません。
結果的に相手を引退に追い込んだ技だ。使ってはならない禁じ手という意味で見せたんだ。
そうも言ってられないかもしれませんよ。
I mean, like I said, it doesn't really matter whether or not, you know, like the end result was that the opponent actually quit FC. It only meant that he looked at that move and then he's like, there's no way I can replicate this, or there's no way I can get out of this move. So he quit. It's not like it's your fault. It takes us, like, you know, a really great amount of skill to even do that move for long periods of time, just like what Aoi-san did. So I don't understand why her reasoning is like that. Yeah, sure, it puts fear into the mind of people that are facing it, but don't you need that to actually improve yourself? You know, you gotta have something to overcome to improve, right? Well, you don't technically need something to overcome, but if you have an adversary, it's easier to improve yourself or to get the motivation to improve.
明日の大会で恐れおののかないためにも知っておいた方がいいと思います。
She didn't say that, by the way. The fainting in fear shit.
そこまで言うのなら 楽しませてくれるんだろうな。
はい、それはもう。こんにちは。
I really hope we don't have sex in this school, in this like church thing. Oh my god. I have a bad feeling. I really hope the game doesn't do that. I'm sure we're alone. Don't worry. I unlock the back door. Then we walk right through it. It's summer and there's no air conditioning in here. But the place isn't stuffy at all.
裏口の合鍵がそんなところにあるとは知りませんでした。
I only found it by chance, so I didn't either. It just caught my eye one time when I was passing by the chapel. Gotta make sure to put it back in the switchboard by the door when we leave. Now, let's go take care of that prayer.
はい。
We position ourselves in front of the stained glass. I mean, this looks like a wholesome scene. I really hope it doesn't have to come to that. There's a huge crucifix hanging up there, looming down on us.
こういう時って両手を組んでお祈りするんでしょうか？
Sorry about that. I actually thought I muted the mic. I could probably cut that out though. This is kind of weird that she actually doesn't know how to pray. I mean, the game doesn't really tell us like what religion these guys have, but I guess they're more accustomed to Shinto. Yeah, I think so. Which is similar to Buddhist in a way, but it's a lot more non-religious kind of thing. It's more of a way of life than anything.
それでやってみましょう。
Then again, Buddhism is also like more of a way of life than actual religious stuff. We try to fold our hands the proper way, then close our eyes. Please help us win.
明日の試合、練習の成果が出ますように。
You aren't gonna pray for victory?
高望みしたら叶わなそうな気がします。
Really? I kinda feel it's better to think big when you're making a wish.
そうなんですか？
Yeah, just trust me. Ask to get first place.
わかりました。それじゃあ優勝で。
Asuka closes her eyes and prays silently.
お祈りしました。
Same.
はあ、これでもう明日を迎えるだけですね。
Right. With that, our training finally comes to an end. It's time to shred our stuff. No one knows how things will turn out tomorrow. Well, except maybe God. Let's get going.
はい。
I started walking toward the back door. Huh? However, Asuka doesn't follow me. Something wrong? I walk up to her as I ask that question.
今ここには誰も入れないんですよね。
No! Oh my god, please. Did my bad feeling actually... Instead of answering my question, she just asks her own. Well, the door is locked and it's Saturday, so... Oh my god. Kill me. Asuka suddenly seals my lips with hers. Can we get to the CG so that I can skip this for YouTube? This is really bothering me. Then she proceeds to kiss me from a bunch of different angles. Eventually, she pulls away from me and lets out a loud gasp. And for whatever reason, there's a mischievous smile on her face.
不意打ち成功です。
Asuka. I don't like this is so out of character for her right? This is clearly just the author putting in sex in inconvenient places for, you know, to get some kinks out of us, the readers, right? Like, I understand that having sex in a holy place is something, you know, it's like immoral, so it's gonna make you even hornier. I get it, but not in this sort of game, damn it.
今日は逆に私から仕掛けてみましたけど、どうでしたか？
No,
ドキド
Asuka.
キしました？
No. I'm actually disgusted. I'm not gonna lie, I'm disgusted by what the author is doing to your character. I was startled because I didn't expect it, but yeah, it's beating like a drum.
本当ですか？やりました私。
In fact, it's so bad that I can't stay calm anymore.
それは良かったです。
Just go to the CG, please. End my suffering. I get behind Asuka and
まさやくん？
you flipped my switch when you kissed me. I start stroking Asuka's body with both my hands. Don't do this in real life, by the way. Not my friend, but a friend of mine actually got found out that they had sex at the rooftop of their school. And they dropped out. They got kicked out of the school after that. Ridiculous. Well, you guys already know that you shouldn't do this in real life. This is technically just a story in fantasy. But you know, just warning you guys out there in case you actually can differentiate reality and fiction.
ちょっとそれはさすがにまさやくん。
My right hand is fondling her crotch, while my left hand is all over her breasts. God help me. Please change to the CG already. I start pressing into both areas. Man, you're so cute. Yes.
ダメ。我慢できなくなります。
I start feeling up every single part of her body. Her arms and legs, which were initially rather tense, relax gradually.
もうダメ。
Asuka straightens her bent body. And then she turns around and latches onto me.
神様に怒られちゃうでしょうか？
I'll apologize later.
まさやくんが悪いんですよ。もう
Her face is flushed as she says that.
こうなっちゃった体沈めてくださいね。
God. Sure thing. Okay, at least the CG goes super quick here. Patreon.com says Azaikyousuke. Don't worry, YouTube. Trust me when I say this. You are not missing out on anything by not looking at the H scenes. This isn't one of those games where you actually want to see the H scenes. Trust me. At least not in story mode, okay? If you guys only want to use this to fap, it's a-okay. But if you were reading this for the story and this shit happens, it just pisses me off. So I'm gonna be quiet now while you guys on YouTube are gonna get the censored version. And people on Patreon are just gonna get this autoplay for me while I read in my mind. Okay, wow. That was actually surprisingly quick. I'm not gonna lie. Usually these 8 scenes drag on, no joke, but I don't know if it's because I wasn't really voice acting it or if it was just because Asuka's route 8 scenes are just that short. But that maybe took 10 minutes. Usually it would take maybe 20 minutes to 25 minutes for the second 8 scene and stuff, so that is actually a blessing in disguise. But we are back, YouTube. Jesus. I'm not even gonna lie, most of the stuff that I was reading, I was just like in a daze. I'm like, yeah, it feels good, I love you, okay. You're an S. I'm like, okay, whatever. Not gonna waste brain cells even trying to comprehend what the hell they're doing. Like, you guys have to understand, when I'm playing through these games, right, for the story, When the sex scene happens, it literally is like you're watching someone have sex in front of you and you're like the third wheel. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? You're supposed to narrate what they're doing? Okay, enough about that. Let's actually continue on, shall we? By the time we left, the sun was starting to set. We slowly made our way down the slope in front of the school and went to the nearby bus stop. Once we got there, the sky was already a light orange. And right now, Asuka's face is being bathed in that warm hue. Oh, sorry about that, Asuka. Asuka's sleeping peacefully as she clutches my arm. I comb through her soft hair with my hand, then gently stroke her head. Can't believe she's saying my name in her sleep. Well, guess that was a one-off. Man, she's really cute. Yes, Messiah, yes, we get it. I know I must sound like a broken record by this point, yes. And yet I can't stop. Asuka's an energetic Skywalker who never gives up, no matter how strong the opponent. I really don't get people who, you know, like compliments their girlfriend every single time. I feel like every time you say it, or every time the word comes out of your mouth, doesn't it like lower the quality of the praise or compliment? But right now, she looks so delicate and cute that no one would even guess. Seriously, how is she so... I gently stroke her cheek. She seems so fragile that I'm worried about hurting her. And yet, I can't think of a stronger, more reliable partner when it comes to FC. Damn, I have a pretty dirty mind. Well, I kinda know already, Messiah. We're alone on this bus, so her defenseless face is stirring up certain fantasies. Oh my god. Author, you need to get your dick out of your head, man. Jesus Christ. I need to make do with just stroking her face, or things will get real bad. Ah! Crap, I got startled. I didn't expect Asuka to wake up, so I hurriedly pulled my hand away. Yup. Asuka looks kinda sad, but also frustrated, for some reason. I wouldn't say it was a waste. I enjoyed it just fine. I got to watch your cute face as you slept. Asuka leans into my chest and rubs her head against it. It's a habit of hers that kicks in when she gets really upset or embarrassed around me. Seriously? Ah, Messiah, you are such a... I don't even know what to call you anymore. You're probably below a beta, Messiah. That's a relief. Lucky me. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Sure, go right ahead. Asuka looks around to make sure there are no other passengers before proceeding. What the hell is she doing? Asuka's rubbing her body up against me rather vigorously. And while she does that, her hand is stroking my arm. Plus, she's trying to entwine her legs with mine.
マサヤくん、もっと近づいてください。
This better not lead to another H scene, right? Right? She beckons me in a sweet, seductive voice. Shit! This is bad! I've gotta keep calm.
マサヤくんの腕が硬くてしっかりしてます。
Actually, he barely does shit, Asuka, so no. Damn, this is really effective. And her body's glued to me, so I can feel her chest directly as well. How am I supposed to control myself?
マサヤくんの胸板、厚くて広くてずっとこうしていたいです。
She's rubbing her cheek against my chest as those words leave her mouth.
大好きです。本当に大好きです。
Nope. The logical half of my brain's starting to melt like ice cream under the summer sun. Meanwhile, desire is starting to rule my more emotional half.
ってぐらいに
Asuka suddenly stops and reverts to her old position.
家に一人でいる時の私はとても危ないんです。はあ、ダメですねもう。
She saved me just in the nick of time. One more second and I would have done something crazy out here in public. Yeah, if you want to go to jail, okay. I see. I didn't know you had that side.
もうこれ以上は見せないですからね。
I feel like if I was in my teenager days, Asuka's antics would probably make me like her, I guess. But like I said, I'm one of those people that didn't really grow up with love, right? So I didn't really understand love all that much. So if I was playing this when I was at my weakest or at my dumb self, I probably would have associated this with love, even though for sure I don't think what she just did stems from love, in my opinion. I don't know. Really? I'd kind of like to see it soon. Or, sorry, let me try to actually make you guys understand. I feel like the author is trying to make you guys fall in love with this character because she's showing affection to you, right? Through the screen. Which I feel like is a bit manipulative. But I don't know, maybe I'm just like overthinking. I tend to do that too.
絶対にダメです。今度こそ怒りますからね。
What's the big deal? Honestly, I can already picture you hugging your flying fish plushie in a trance at home. That was a joke. Wait, don't tell me you actually do that.
嫌いです。好きですけど。
Nope.
もう
The bus rocks as we approach our destination. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the affection that she's showing to Messiah is not the affection that she's showing to us, the character, right? Or sorry, the player, right? Because I always make myself not as like I always disassociate myself with the character that I'm playing, which is why sometimes it's nice for me to get into character because I feel like it's a character that I can put myself in the shoes of. But for Messiah here, it's really difficult for me to try to get to it, to get to that point because we are just so different. But it's always fun to experience this too in stories because part of the reason why I love visual novels is the plethora of characters that you can try to understand. Mostly the main character, of course, but you can try to guess what the other characters are also feeling and stuff, right? Oh, this next stop is ours. I press the stop button, which makes the lights in the bus come to life. Red light washes over the once dimly lit bus.
バスで街に行くのも良かったですね。
Yeah. I was worried at the start, but... well, going places on foot turned out to be a good choice. We had tons of fun. And hey, a day without flying might just get us more excited to fly tomorrow. I'm sure Asuka feels that way at least. I can't wait to see Asuka spread out her wings and soar higher than anyone else with renewed vigor. I'm sure it'll be a beautiful sight. Almost there. Let's get up now. The bus takes a sharp right turn. I can see her stop already.
じゃあもう降りるから最後に。
Huh? What does she want? Okay, but... the music is not the you know, the hentai music. So we're good. This is wholesome music. Asuka plants a kiss on my cheek. Ah. Then she aims a soft smile at me. What's wrong?
私最後に背伸びしたせいで今急に恥ずかしくなって体が熱くなってきちゃいました。
God, these people need to get their pheromones checked. You guys are in heat like 24/7. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, seriously? I swear, I'm gonna have a heart attack one of these days if she doesn't learn to control herself.
これは
どうです？楽しんでいただけたでしょ？
まあな。楽しすぎてめまいがしそうなほどだ。
それは何よりです。お連れした甲斐がありました。
えげつないよあんた。
お褒めに預かり光栄です。鏡葵さん。せいぜい帰ってお伝えくださいな。あなた今までの
Oh, sorry about that.
死はこの日本の地で終わるのだと。そのようにね。
After I got home, I decided to hit the hay early. I knew it'd look bad if I showed up with bags under my eyes after I told them all to rest up, so I was trying to avoid that. Only problem is, I can't sleep. Go get some melatonin, Messiah. I'm usually still up around this time, so that's probably part of the reason. But honestly, it's mainly that I'm feeling really nervous right now. Guess I should try to distract myself. I get up and pull open one of my drawers. And after I do, I'm greeted by the sight of my old FC graph shoes. I quickly pick them up and read the engraved words. Turn to the sky and don't avert your eyes. The answer lies there. Will I actually find my answer tomorrow? Will the sky greet me? Or rather, will I be able to greet the sky? God, what am I doing? Enough with the doubts. I clutch the shoes to my chest as I say that. I've got to put on a strong front for Asuka's sake. I'll guide her tomorrow. We'll face the sky together and soar through it tomorrow. Huh? I wonder who's calling me. I set a unique ringtone for Asuka, so it's not her. Must be Misaki, Mashiro, or Madoka. I pick up my phone and check the caller ID. Aoi-san.
眠れないよ。朝早いのにちゃんと寝なきゃいけないのに。さっきのお願いに追加してちゃんと眠れますようにってのも入れとこうかな。
No, you just need to drink some sleep aid, Asuka. Well, I kinda understand why they're not doing it though. Back when I was younger, I did not even know that melatonin or any other sleep aid was a thing, so I never actually took them. And well, when you're younger, your body is also a lot more accustomed to sleeping late and then waking up early. Or you know, you have a better recovery rate when you're younger, right? I think my recovery rate is also still very good, but I also work out way more, so yeah,
願いすることいっぱいあるな。他のことはダメでも大会のこととまさやくんのことだけはよろしくお願いします。あとできれば眠れるようにも。それにしても今あの子どこで何してるのかな。元気にしてるといいけど、また会えるといいな。
Yeah, that plot point is not going anywhere yet, by the way. I assume, considering how long it's taking us, they might probably make it in New Year or something. The girl that Asuka's talking about. I mean, so far it seems like everyone's past seems to actually play a role into the story, which I feel like is a bit unnecessary at times.
やっぱり眠れない。そうだ、まさやくんのこと考えよう。落ち着く。これがまさやくんだと思って恥ずかしいけどやめられないんだよね。まさやくん、大会ちょっとだけ不安だな。乾さんすごく強いんだろうな。でも大丈夫、まさやくんを信じてる。だから精一杯やるだけ。やるだけ。
Miss Kagami.
まさや、すまない。こんな時間に呼び出して。
It's fine. So, what's up? She's not responding. And there's a frown on her face, which I haven't really seen lately. Is something wrong? Miss Kagami?
なあ、まさや。
あと60、59、58。
慌てなくてもいいですよ、サキ。今日はもうこれでおしまいですから。
はい、イリーナ。51、50、49。
明日はいい天気になりそうですね。飛ぶには最高の環境です。
今日は一段と星が見える。
あら、そうですわね。サーク島の夜空みたい。
綺麗だった、すごく。
さっきと出会ってすぐの頃でしたわね。
イリーナに話しかけてもらった。
でしたね。夢中になって猫を追いかけてとても楽しそうでしたわよ。
This is something I also feel like is a bit weird. Sometimes, you know? The way they tell us the past about the characters that are supposed to be the antagonist seems to come way too late. I don't get why they do that. I feel like this should have been shown in the common route, really. Because we've already seen Saki Inui.
最初は何も話してくれなかったあなたが熱く語った飛びたいという思い、今も忘れていませんわ。
But then again, I kind of understand why they don't show this in the common route, because this doesn't have anything to do with all the other routes, right? But I don't know, I feel like these fit more in the common route.
ずっと飛びたかったから。
二人でどうやったら完全になるか追い求めた日々を思い出します。でもやっと報われる時が来たのです。
はい。
あなたは本当に素晴らしい選手になりました。私の思い描いた本当の FC、 それを実現できる選手になりました。
私 明日私はイリーナのためにも絶対に勝つ。
そうですわ、サキ。
Guess this is supposed to show us the bonds between these two, right?
そうです。彼らには分からせる必要があります。楽しんで飛ぶなどということがいかに馬鹿げているか、本当の FC とはどういうものなのかを。
I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to perfect your craft, but you also gotta have fun doing it.
そしてあの人にも分からせなければなりません。
はい、イリーナ。
さあ、そろそろ降りていらっしゃい。クールダウンも終わりましたし、体を休めましょう。
はい。
シャワーではなく湯船で体を温めなくてはいけませんよ。あと髪も溶かさないと。
お前だけは聞いておいてほしい。
Hear what exactly?
明日の大会、クラシナと乾の対戦だが、
It's hard to cause instantaneous, dramatic changes in the human body. But when it happens, they arrange from a change in body temperature to a sudden increase in strength. Basically, news can affect the person both negatively and positively. I wonder what will happen here.
このままだとクラシナは負ける。
What? She can't be serious. My blood runs cold, and then my heart starts pounding like crazy before my body temperature skyrockets. What's that supposed to mean? Explain yourself, Aoi-san. They really cliffhanger you like that, huh? What sort of bullcrap is going on? This is the only time where the game actually does this shit. What the hell? Where they show you that and then cliffhanger you and then they show you to a different scene. Usually every other scene in the game actually gives you a resolution right after. But now they actually blue ball you. Thanks, game. Several large fireworks get launched into the sky. After that, there's a more simplistic opening ceremony than the one from the summer tournament, and each school's team splits up. With that, the fall tournament, which is also known as the rookie tournament, finally begins.
はあ、ついにやってきたね、この時が。前の大会の時を思い出してちょっとドキドキしてきちゃいました。大丈夫よ、マシロッチ。みんなで練習したおかげでかなりレベルアップしたんだから。
Madoka speaks the truth. Mashiro has improved across the board. She'll probably get further into the bracket this time.
だったら今回は初戦突破を目標にします。おお、現実的な目標だ。じゃあ私は3回戦進出かな。
That's also very grounded. I'm sure they can manage that.
まあ、いきなり乾さんが来たら泣きますけど。あ、やばい、泣くねそりゃ。
Even I'd cry. Unfortunately, with the way the bracket is handled, there's a very real chance of that happening. Like before, it's totally random. There's no seeding to separate the major players. Well, if that does happen, we'll just have to figure out how to put up a good fight.
そうなったらせめてアスカ先輩に役立てるような情報を掴んできますね。だね。くすぐりに弱いよとか怖い話に弱いとか。
What the hell happened to the sprites there? There was like a flash of light. You know, it's probably good that we can joke around about her. Our chances would be slim if everyone got depressed at the first mention of her name. I'm sure that'd make Asuka happy too. Actually, is she still not here?
ちょっと遅れてるって言ってたけど、もうすぐ。あー、来た来た。はーい、こっちこっち。ごめんなさい、遅れちゃって。おはようございます。おはようございます。おお、アスカ、どうしたの？寝坊？ 恥ずかしいことにそうです。思いっきり寝ちゃってて。今日に限ってお父さんもお母さんも寝坊してるし。
Morning, Asuka.
はい、おはようございます、マサヤさん。
Cool it with the grin, Asuka. Don't do that every single time you see my face.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。試合がなかったら今からお説教者だね、これは。アスカってマサヤに関しては日に日にダメになってきてる気がするね。
Yes, I feel like she's getting dumber by the second too, Misaki.
お腹いっぱいです、朝から。気をつけます。
We go to check the bracket after everyone's done calling Asuka out of her pervy behavior. Well, I wouldn't call that pervy, more like... I don't know, what do you call that? There are less participants, huh?
3年生が揃って引退だからね。その分1年生の比率は増えたみたいだけど。
ってことは事実上2年生の最強を決める戦いなわけか。
そうなりますよね。
There are 32 matches in total. That's half as many as the summer tournament. And thanks to that, the whole thing will finish in one day. Currently, the brackets are separated into 2 blocks, A and B. Skywalkers will compete for the top spot in their group of 16. And then, the 2 winners will face each other at the end.
みんな誰と対戦になるんでしょうか。
1回戦でアスカと当たったらどうしよう。
They avoid pairing up people from the same school in the first round. That's the only thing that affects the otherwise random drawing. Basically, we just have to pray that we avoid Saki Inui early.
しかしこうやって他の学校を見てるとやっぱり3年生がフォローに回ってるとこが多いね。
Misaki's right. Seniors often show up to help support their school. There's a ton of stuff they can do, like teaching the sophomores how to handle leadership, or going over how to perform maintenance on graph shoes with the freshmen, for example.
そういや、部長はどうしたんですか？
He's helping Shirase-san. I was actually waiting for Madoka to say that. Surprised we are the one saying it.
あの二人妙に馬があったみたいで、会うとずっと筋肉の話してるんだよね。
じゃあ大会でもそういう話をしに？
今日はバイトとお手伝いだって。最後の方でこっちにも合流するんじゃないかな。
Wow, she did not mention Asuka facing Inui at all in that sentence that she said. Press is working Shirase-san's stall today to make a little extra on the side. Though, there's more to it than just that. He's also gonna watch the matches we can't catch and report back to me if necessary. Guess we're all good to go at this point.
私の名前はどこかなと。
Mashiro yelps like a beaten dog.
どうしたのマシロ？あ、ほうほう。
I checked Mashiro's first round opponent. You're playing against a freshman from Takafuji, huh? Well, that's a lot better than her opponent at the summer tournament.
もうちょっと勝てそうな人ならよかったのに。まあ1年生ならまだマシだったと思うよ。夏から連続で2年生の相手とかってきついもんね。
そうだよマシロ。勝ち上がって私に立ち向かっておいで。
え？美咲先輩もこっちの山なんですか？
そうだよ、ほらほら。
Misaki points at a position in the bracket that's close to Mashiro's. It's labeled Misaki Tobisawa. Oh yeah, you guys are actually pretty close to each other.
だね。でもこれだとマシロッチ3回戦まで行かないと美咲と戦えないかな。3回戦。
Mashiro's eyes start to glaze over.
大丈夫だって。気合い入れれば2回ぐらい勝てるよ。頑張ってここまでいらっしゃい。いきます。勝ちますから。
I wonder if they're actually gonna speedrun through all of the matches Asuka's gonna do, except for Inui. Misaki's logic makes zero sense, but she's helping Mashiro relax, so I guess it's fine. What about you, Asuka?
はい、それが
I look over to where Asuka's pointing. She's also in Group A, but luckily, she's on the opposite side of Misaki and Mashiro. Unfortunately. Oh, okay. I see a familiar name close to Asuka's.
この時が来るのを待っていたわ。
A group of people approaches us from behind as we hear that booming voice.
佐藤愛さん。
I turn around and spot a bunch of Takafuji's students.
ごきげんよう、久野浜の皆さん。早速トーナメント表の確認にいらしたのかしら。
Yeah, you're gonna get stomped, Satoin-san. We already saw you got stomped in, like, Misaki's route. Way earlier, too. Not even at the fall tournament. You got destroyed. Yeah, we just found out our matchups.
ならば見たでしょ。
She thrusts her hand up into the air after she says that, and then...
我が翼に青の祝福を。
There she goes again. It's the most spirited activation key I've heard in my life. Though, she isn't even wearing her graph shoes right now. So I guess she's just trying to pump herself up.
暮らしのアスカ。へっへい。2回戦、私との戦いが組まれていますわね。
そうですね。順当に勝てばです。
Satoin-san lifts her hand once more as she scoffs.
待っていますわよ、ここで。かつての試合で刻まれた屈辱、絶対にここで晴らします。
頑張ります。
The last match in this case is most likely the one in chapter 2, right? Or was it chapter 1? Satoin-san gives her a satisfied nod at last.
他の皆様もごきげんよう。トーナメントの上の方で出会うことになるでしょうが。あ、佐藤院さんだ。この間は海の幸ありがとう。
はんぺんが美味しかったです。
いえ、そんな礼には及びませんわ。ではなくて、今日は私たちは敵同士ですのよ。もっとピリピリした関係を。もがし揚げ売ってるサイト教えて。ああ、それでしたら後で URL を送りますわ。紹介すればクーポンチケットがもらえますので。だから違うでしょ。もっと緊張感を持ってくださいな。あ、久野浜の皆さん、おはようございます。
Oh, Ichinose. Good morning.
リカちゃん、おはようございます。
こら、一ノ瀬さん、ダメでしょ。もっと次期副部長としてしっかりと対応しないと。
はい、すみません。
まあいいですわ。それでは私は試合の準備がございますので、これで失礼します。
Satoin-san walks away, leaving only those words behind.
ごめんなさい。佐藤院先輩、部長だからってことで、今まで以上に気合が入ってるみたいで。
We haven't listened to her theme in quite a while. It's also nice, but... Man, Rika... After doing your route, I just... I don't know. It just doesn't sound the same, man. Figured.
相手の学校に飲まれる前に、まずこちらからって、あの感じで挨拶して回ってるんですけど、もともと人当たりのいい方なんで、向こうから挨拶されるとすぐニコニコしちゃって。わかりやすく想像できるね。いい人ですもんね、佐藤院さん。
At any rate, that definitely fits my image of Satoin-san. And hell, I can understand how becoming the president has added a ton of pressure to her plate. I mean, I'm kinda in the same boat.
でも試合は別です。負けませんから。勝ち上がってアスカや私と戦おう。そうなんですよね。順当にいけば3回戦でアスカさんが佐藤院先輩と。
Ichinose heaves a sigh.
とにかくお互いに頑張りましょう。はーい。頑張りましょう。高藤も頑張って。
After Ichinose leaves, I check the bracket once more. Let's see. In Block A, we have Mashiro, Misaki, and Asuka. Mashiro and Misaki are on the right, while Asuka is on the left. Mashiro and Misaki may run into each other in the third round, but neither of them can meet Asuka before the finals. Asuka, on the other hand, might run into Satoin-san in the second round and Ichinose in the third. You need 4 wins to come out on top of the block. And more importantly, Saki Inui is in Block B, huh? None of us are starting anywhere near her. She's definitely going to dominate her block, so we can only meet her in the grand finals.
とりあえず同士討ちが発生するのは3回戦以降みたいね。
Yeah. Though, if we had at least one person in Block B, we could have used that chance to study Inui.
そこは仕方ないよ。それに前の話を聞く限りじゃ決勝まで猫かぶってるかもしれないしね。
Most likely. Unless she's, fighting against Misaki, maybe. Good point.
あとは先生が見たっていう謎の動きってやつの正体が分かればいいんだけどね。
I thought Aoi-san only wanted Messiah to know about this. Did we talk to Madoka about it? Yeah. I relayed Aoi-san's message to Madoka.
ファイト、ファイト、ファイト、おーですか？そうそう、3回ファイトで最後におーだからね。最後に腕を上に突き上げるとかどうでしょう？
Right now, they're practicing how to cheer each other on. I can't possibly kill this positive atmosphere by bringing that up. Strange movements, huh? Strange movements.
そうだ。グラシの力やメンブレンの調整だけでは説明できない。実に奇妙な動きだった。
Why does that mean Asuka can't win?
得体の知れないものを相手にして楽に勝てるとは私は思わない。
And I'm back. Sorry about that. Got some more packages delivered to me to like my house. Got some ashwagandha. If you guys don't know what that is basically Indian ginseng. It helps with sleeping, so I drink that along with my melatonin almost every day. Like 2 hours before bed, and I'm usually knocked out after that.
ましてや相手はあの乾咲だ。必ずどこかでその動きを取り入れてくる。
How do I counter them?
私にはさっぱりわからん。一つこれならという考えもあるが、口頭無形すぎて話になる。
And that's what exactly?
すまないがそれは言えない。思いついておきながらなんだが、常識外れすぎて教師である私がお前に言うわけにはいかないんだ。
I don't get it.
とにかく用心してくれ。あれを出されたら完全にお手上げだ。
I guess she wants us to learn the answer ourselves. What could they be? There's a limit to my imagination. Picturing something I've never seen before is exhausting, and there's not even much to be gained from the exercise.
とにかくさ、今は目の前の試合に集中しようよ。A ブロックを勝ち上がってから考えることじゃないかな。
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
了解。じゃあ1回戦のミーティングから始めよっか。
Are they gonna speedrun this? I guess we'll see right now.
あ
I stand there, gazing up at the sky as Madoka goes to get the girls. It's perfectly clear, without a single cloud in sight. The answer lies there. Sure doesn't seem like it. Still, I can't give up. At this point, we just have to go out there and show everyone what we can do.
2対0で神通り者覆面選手の勝ちです。
Both blocks proceed at the exact same time. And from what I've seen and heard, there have been no real upsets so far. We're currently enjoying a break after the second round. It's there to let people plan for their upcoming matches. Yeah, we pretty much are speedrunning this. No real surprises, huh? All the main contenders that people have their eyes on, like Inui, Misaki, and Asuka, have progressed with little issue. However, one person I expected a lot from has lost already. So she didn't even get to Asuka. Satoin-san lost her very first match. It was a bad matchup for her, and she ran out of stamina because her exhaustion piled up. So she lost by a considerable margin. It's probably a surprise for a powerhouse like Takafuji. Yeah, isn't this like a very, shameful defeat? Because Takafuji was actually playing at the Nationals before. Satoin-san's weeping all by herself in a corner of the venue. And it doesn't seem like she's even, fighting someone that's named. So she lost to a no-name NPC. There's nothing we can really do. So Asuka and I just watch her from behind. I stop Asuka as she tries to approach Satoin-san. You've won all your matches, remember? That means you aren't the right person to console her. Satoin-san has a lot of pride. If you take pity on her here, you'll just end up hurting her even more. Besides, she's all worked up right now. We should talk to her later, after she's had time to cool her head. I patted dejected Asuka's shoulders. What? I don't feel like that's correct. I patted dejected Asuka's shoulders. That is so weird to say. Like, I get it, but that doesn't seem correct. Before walking over to a different Takafuji member.
Hinata-san.
Ichinose lost in the second round. Still, she faced some highly skilled sophomores in both rounds, and the second match was pretty close, so she's got nothing to be ashamed of. However, it's probably hitting her harder than it should because of Satoin-san's loss. It's very unfortunate that you lost, Ichinose.
もう少し勝てるかとは思っていたのですが、私だけじゃなく、今回は誰も3回戦に残れなかったので、学校全体の結果としては残念としか言えません。
Yeah, that seems kinda bad, isn't it? Yeah, that's not what most people expect from their school. I'm really sorry if helping train Asuka wore you out.
そんな気にしないでください。
I don't think that makes sense, to be honest. Shouldn't helping Asuka actually make us a better player because she's stronger than most people now?
もともと進藤先輩のワントップで持っていた部なので、この結果はむしろ励みになります。佐藤院先輩も進藤先輩に頼らない部を作ろうと、あえて夏の大会以降はお一人で指導されてましたし。
Yeah, and I thought only Shindo-san came to our practice. I thought only he helped us out. Well, Rika from time to time does come to us, and he did say that we were coaching her at night too from the last episode. So, it's not Asuka's fault for sure. I see. Guess that's why you had a lot of free time. Explains her results too. Sato In-san probably didn't have much time to practice if she was handling all the coaching. I'm sure we'll face similar problems when our current sophomores have to graduate.
だから今回は残念な結果でしたけど、来年の夏は見違えるほどに強くなって帰ってきます。覚悟しててください、皆さん。
Will do. That was a really abrupt sprite change.
当たり前ですけど、大会って勝ち負けなんですよね。
Yeah.
私、正直ちょっと怖いです。こんなまでして勝ち負けを決めて飛ぶことが本当に楽しいのかなってちょっと思っちゃいます。
That is a fair question, actually. I stop in my tracks. Asuka,
はい。
if you don't find this fun, just drop out of the tournament. There are some who say sports aren't all about winning and losing, but it's normal that people who participate in tournaments are invested in the idea of coming out on top. The rules are based around it even. If you're having any doubts about that, it's better to quit while you're ahead.
ごめんなさい。私、軽々しく考えすぎでした。
Asuka seems pretty upset, so I pat her on the shoulder and smile. Don't get me wrong, I know exactly how you feel. I mean, I ended up quitting FC because of that, remember?
マサヤさん、
Asuka, when you participate in a tournament, focus only on winning. That'll help everyone else, and make all your practice worth it.
みんなのためにですか？
You need to show people who have lost how much you enjoy flying. Just think, wouldn't it be great if seeing you makes them want to fly again?
すごく嬉しいです。
Good. Now, let's go out there and give it our best shot. Actually, a pretty good pep talk there.
でも、佐藤院さんはちょっと心配です。
Don't worry. I promise she'll be back on her feet with twice the motivation in no time.
そうでしょうか。
I just know that girl's quick to recover.
何をしているのですか、皆様は。いや、何をしてるのかって言われても、次の試合の準備してたんですけど。まったく、砂浜には応援団もないんですの？勝ち残った選手たちを誰が応援するのですか？応援団って、一応うちの部員が応援することにはしてますけど、仕方ありませんわね。この佐藤院玲子、親しくなったよしみで砂浜の皆様を応援して差し上げますわ。うわー、聞いてない。佐藤井さん強引だよ。
See?
ですね。
That was very quick though. That was way too quick. That was quicker than I thought. Asuka giggles happily as she watches Sato In-san go back to her usual self. We've mainly focused on Asuka since the summer tournament, but Mashiro still managed to win her first match, while Misaki made it to the third round. You did great out there, Mashiro.
でも、2回戦は負けちゃいましたけど。
何言ってるの、上出来だよ。1年生とはいえ、強豪高藤の一角を崩したんだから。まったくです。なのにあっさりと敗れるなんて、私たちの面目も丸つぶれですわ。
ごめんなさい。
申し訳ないと思うならば、次回はもっと練習してもっと強くなることですわ。
You know, I kind of feel like Sato In-san can elevate FC as a whole around here. She's a local celebrity, so if she keeps this up, who knows what might happen?
さあ、そんじゃ一丁やってこようかね。
Misaki cracks her fingers as she prepares for her next match.
先輩、私の敵打ってくださいね。
よし、わかった。
Misaki says that, then thrusts one of her hands into the air and leaves. Misaki might actually purposefully lose here because she might not want to face Asuka. Alright. Misaki's third round opponent is the same person you lost to, huh?
そうです。ガネットさんです。
Or maybe not. Maybe she's actually good. Mayu Ganeko. She's a sophomore from Shito Suisan Academy. The way she introduced herself to us during the summer tournament left quite an impression. You know, Shito Suisan never actually did play much role throughout the whole game, huh? Okoze did have some role in Mashiro's route, but the Ganeko girl actually did not.
ああ、あのエセお嬢様。ねえ、ひなたくん、ひなたくん、ここは突っ込んでも怒られないかな。
I don't care. Do whatever you want, Madoka. But yeah, she's talking about the older girl that was sort of graceful and refined. That, system or whatever they have going on at Shito Suisan really is interesting. Man, Okoze was acting kinda creepy back then.
気持ち悪いって言うな。相変わらず口悪い連中だな、もう。あの声。
You've been eavesdropping?
そりゃ、試合会場の前で名前出してりゃ気づくっての。
Your big sister, was it? She's pretty good. I saw the match just now. Mashiro didn't stand a chance. There wasn't any room for her to pull off any tricks. She was better than Mashiro in every single way.
そうだ、お姉様は強えぞ。飛沢先輩は勝てるかな。ありか、あんたこっちにちょっかい出してる暇があったらお姉様の応援した方がいいんじゃないの。もう準備は終わったんだよ。だから真城でもいじりに行こうかなと思ってきたんだ。めんどくさ。なんだと。
I mean, Mashiro actually managed to make it through the first round, so it seems like she's the one who should be teasing you.
1回戦で強い相手に当たっちゃったからな。ちょっと運が悪かっただけだし。いじらなくていいですよ、別に。めんどくさいし。おめえ、1分間のうちに2回もめんどくさい言ったな。あと、今回勝ったからって調子乗んなよ。先輩、あとは任せていいですか？
No. Don't try to shove this kid onto me.
こら！人をクレーマーか何かみたいに言いやがって。皆さん、試合始まりますよ。いけね。じゃあまた後でな、マシロ。
Will we actually narrate this match?
もう来なくていいよ。あっち行ってて。
Good grief. Once Okoze leaves, I direct my attention to the playing field. Ganeko-san is pretty good, but it seems like she mostly skates by on experience. There's a good chance Misaki will win, since her physical abilities let her penetrate most defenses. Asuka versus Misaki, huh? I'd love to see that match. Misaki's in prime condition, so she's feeling pretty confident. However, that confidence crumbles far too easily.
なんなの、じっとしてばっかりで。動き回ってばかりが FC ではありませんわ。
Misaki engages her in a dogfight in an attempt to break the stalemate. But
脇が甘いですわ、飛沢さん。
she easily dodges Misaki's assault.
背中ゲットですわね。
I'm sorry about that. She's so slow. Like, her way of talking. Damn, this is bad.
よし、またポイントだ。いけいけ、お姉様。
She's got the timing of your attacks down, Misaki. Watch out for more attacks from the side.
わかってるんだけど。
Misaki's visibly frustrated as she stares down her opponent.
どうやって攻撃しても絡め取られる感じですっごく気持ち悪いんだ。
Misaki,
まさやごめんね。私ここまでかな。
And true enough, after that, Misaki fails to beat Ganeko-san no matter what she tries. The match ends with a score of 3-6. Misaki's out in the third round.
お姉様の勝利だアリカ、応援ありがとう
Ugh, all that cheering's making us Kunohama students feel even worse. Misaki comes walking over to us with slumped shoulders.
負けちゃったねごめんかっこ悪かったな私そんなことないです全然ごめんね真白3回戦ダメだった美咲先輩
They droop their shoulders and descend into a deep funk. Sure, we focus mainly on Asuka this time around, but that doesn't mean they're fine with losing. Unfortunately, Misaki and Mashiro only managed to reach the goals they set for themselves. Their losses to Ganeko-san must have been an extra bitter pill to swallow because of their history with Akose. Asuka's been silently watching them this whole time. There's something off about her. Something feels different. Eventually,
行ってきます
Asuka quietly gets up.
美咲ちゃんアスカ敵討ちしてくるね
That's new. Asuka's all fired up, almost angry even, as she fly over to first.
よう先輩そっちの様子はどうなの
Oh, Akose. Can't you tell?
まあねだからあいつとか飛沢先輩のとこには行かないけどさ
Guess she's smart enough to know that's a bad idea. That's just not that insensitive.
でもここは大事な踏ん張りどころだからね2人のためにもしっかり頑張ってもらわないとコーチとしてはさ
Oh, sorry about that. Huh? Wait, you're just assuming Asuka's gonna lose?
何言ってんだよお姉様は強えんだぞあんたんとこのエースがいくら注目選手だからってそんなに余裕ぶっこいてると
I think in another route, Ganeko actually jobbed. And by that, I mean she actually, lost pretty easily. Hate to break it to you, but Asuka won't lose.
しょんぼりしてるから優しくしようとか思ってた私がバカだった負けたらすっごくディスりに来るから覚えてろ
You have a messed up personality, you know, Akose. Akose makes that hostile announcement, then quickly disappears. Well, what did she expect? I scratch my head in confusion. She'll understand soon enough. After winning the race to second, Asuka easily slips behind Ganeko-san and scores a second point. Her back's wide open thanks to that, so Asuka goes in to score again. Right as Ganeko-san twists her body to regain balance, Asuka disappears with nimble vertical movements, gets behind her, and scores yet again in a matter of seconds. Wow, she's really jobbing this fight. Ganeko-san's frantically looking around, seeking a means to escape the vicious cycle she's trapped in. However, Asuka uses that opening to nail her again. Okose's beside herself. Her incoherent groans fill my surroundings as I watch Asuka score point after point.
すっごいしか言えないね
Misaki is dumbfounded by Asuka's display of skill, but I can sense a profound sense of respect within her voice.
アスカあの子私と同じ戦い方してる
Misaki's right. Asuka's playing like a pure fighter. It kind of feels like she's trying to show Misaki her possible future. She dishes out more and more perfectly timed attacks and flight maneuvers without pause. Oh, you noticed.
嬉しいじゃないこういうの
ありがとうアスカ。
Misaki stretches her back as she says that.
ああ、こりゃ来年も続けなきゃいけなくなったか。
Huh? What'd you just say?
ほらほら、早く勝者を迎えに行くよコーチ。
Yeah. No way. Was Misaki thinking of quitting FC? And Asuka? I see. Jesus! Wow, you got destroyed. She really jobbed. That was the final match of Block A. Now, we've only got the grand finals left. Asuka won by an insane margin. The final score was 13-0.
マサヤさん、
Asuka smiles and walks over to me as soon as she lands. Congrats, Asuka. You made it to the grand finals.
はい、見ていてくれましたか？今の戦い。
Yeah, you did great. Misaki was real happy too.
よかった。よかったです。とても。
Asuka's expression shifts to one of relief. Guess we were right.
少しだけですけど、マサヤさんが言ってたこと、分かってきた気がします。
What part?
はい。誰かに見せるために飛ぶ。勝ち負けのある中で飛ぶ。その楽しさと意味と。もう少しで分かりそうなんです。
I see. Asuka's growing with each match. Talking to her like this has made me realize she really is getting stronger with every second.
乾さんは楽しいんでしょうか？
What?
飛んでいてです。乾さんは飛んでいて楽しいのかなって。
Well, it feels like there's a special bond between Irina and Inui. I can't tell if it's based on trust or something else entirely, but either way, I doubt fun is anywhere in the picture. You just have to teach her, Asuka.
私がですか？
Yeah, you need to teach Saki and Nui the sort of flying that you find fun. However, that isn't going to be easy. We need to somehow pull out a win in order to do that. That's why we can't afford to lose the next match.
はい。乾さんに勝ちます。決勝戦もよろしくお願いします。
Yeah, let's win this together. There's only one person standing between us and total victory. At long last, the grand finals are about to begin. We're all gathered at a spot near the playing field that we've been using as a base camps of sorts this whole time.
よし、これで OK。
Misaki sprays something that's supposed to combat muscle fatigue onto Asuka's legs. I doubt those actually work, but thanks, Misaki.
ふう、ひんやりして気持ちいいです。体まで冷やしてはいけません。どなたかタオルケットをかけてあげてくださいな。一ノ瀬さん、このタオルでいいのかな？はい、それはまだ使ってないものなので大丈夫です。
Yeah, see? What this route does pretty well is definitely make it seem like this is the grand route, because everyone is actually working together to achieve something here. All the other routes, it's always like Messiah doing something with the heroine. In this one, it seems like everyone is just coming together, which is nice. But yeah, it is pretty typical shonen though for stuff to happen in this way. But we'll see. I guess we don't really know whether or not Asuka's gonna win here. If she doesn't win, we might not actually get through her route yet. I am thinking of making this episode into the last episode for this route, but I guess we'll see. Depends whether or not we win here for sure. Asuka sitting down while everyone else is kicking up a fuss around her. Kinda reminds me of what you see between rounds in a boxing match.
よし、これで決勝の準備はできたね。
Asuka's raring to go, so we're all set.
そろそろ兄ちゃんたちも合流する頃かな。ひなたくん、見てきてもらってもいい？
Sure, I'll be right back.
ようひなた。
おう、迎えに来てくれたのか。
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know you were here, Shindo-san.
ああ、高藤の中には混ざりにくかったから、今日は青柳くんと一緒に白瀬さんの手伝いをしていたよ。
I bet Satowin-san was being all stubborn about handling everything herself. I understand that, since she's trying to reshape the club and all. Must be hard to change after getting used to having the best amateur in the country on your team.
で、聞きたいんじゃないのかな、試合結果。
Yeah. How'd the matches go? Their expression suddenly turned grave.
まず結果から。当然だけど B ブロックは乾くんの勝利だった。
I mean, yeah, of course. Her losing would have been a huge twist.
で、勝ち方がな。まあ、すごかったよ、いろいろと。
In what way exactly?
乾はな、例の鳥かご。あれを全試合でやりやがったんだ。
In all of them? She used that overwhelming force in every single one of her matches. Does that mean her opponents are...
ああ、試合後の絶望感がひどかったよ。
He just said that first part. Didn't actually say that second one.
みんないろいろと作戦を練ってきただろうに、それがあんな形で壊されれば
なんかな、見ててやるせなかったよ、B ブロックは。
I bet. I don't get why she's using it non-stop when she hit it during the nationals.
そういやそうだよな。
あくまで推測でしかないけど、わざと見せてきたってのはあるのかもね。
What do you mean?
あの絶対的優位をみんなの前で示し、FC は変わるのだと印象づける。そういう意図の表れなのかもしれない。
Ah, I see. It's not just about their opponents. They're targeting everyone in the audience, and those watching the broadcast as well. It's a challenge of sorts. They're daring people to prove them wrong, to show their style isn't the true face of FC. It feels like Asuka and I have a lot resting on our shoulders at this point. What will win? Tradition or revolution?
ともかく、俺たちは先にみんなのところへ行ってるよ。
ひなたはどうする？一緒に行くか？
Oh, no. You guys should head back first. I need some time alone to think.
ひなたくん、
Yeah?
あまり考えすぎるとガチガチになるぞ。適度にリラックスして倉科くんを導いてくれ。
Will do. Thanks for the advice.
分かってるならよかった。健闘を祈るよ。
Our conversation ends there, and the three of them walk off toward our base camp. I alone remain there, brooding over the upcoming match. I know Shindo-san's right. FC is a sport where split-second decision-making is crucial, which is why overthinking things is a bad idea. You lose flexibility, and with it, the ability to make the right calls. But this match is special for a wide variety of reasons. We've got a lot riding on it. The version of FC we've been playing this whole time is on the line, and it's the same thing Aoi-san's been trying to protect. Is it really though? I don't know. I can't admit defeat to them, no matter what. Oh, the wind's picking up. The air was calm until now, but I can feel a gentle breeze start to blow in from the east. Loose stalks of grass stick to the sky and float over toward the playing field. I turn to the west, toward the sun, and there I spot her.
あら、お久しぶりです。
Why is it playing this wholesome music with her? Irina-san. The smile on her face is the same as when we first met. However, I find myself unable to look straight at it this time. Typo?
少し風強くなりましたね。
Yeah. It's not strong enough to delay the tournament though.
イギリスの大会、風もまた大事な要素になるのですよ。一度 ぜひご覧になってください。
It should be important in all tournaments. Why wouldn't it be important in this tournament? I'd love to do that if I ever get a chance. What is she hiding behind her smile? What does she want to build after destroying RFC? I don't have the answer to either of those questions, so all I can do is oppose her.
緊張してきました。マサヤさん、どこに行ったんだろう。あれ、あの子。乾さん、乾さん。
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna Asuka's past is gonna show us that Inui is probably that girl that showed Asuka how to fly, or that showed Asuka, or that made Asuka want to fly.
やっぱり乾さんだ。お久しぶりです。
This is too awkward otherwise, right?
あれ、お話ししたくない感じですか？違う、そうじゃないけど、試合の前に選手と話すの今までなかったから。そっか、じゃあ私が一番最初なんですね。少しお話ししませんか
？Congrats. I knew you'd win your block.
ありがとうございます。倉科さんも強かったです。おめでとうございます。
I heard you use it in all your matches.
何をですか？
The bird cage.
はい、それが何か？
It feels wrong.
どうしてですか？
Because it sucks all the joy out of flying circus. Another gust of wind blows past us again. This time, it's a lot stronger. I hear some voices in the distance complaining. Maybe something near the venue got blown away. I also hear excited voices, educational info, and plain old chatting, all of which seem full of life. Remember how you once asked me whether the circus part, all those air kick turns, cobras, suicidas, and so on, were really necessary?
はい、言いました。
Well, I have my answer now.
お答えいただけますか？
It is necessary. In fact, it's the very heart and soul of FC.
乾さんって強いですよね。どうしてそんなに強くなったんですか？それは大切にしてるものがあるから。大切にしてるものですか？あなたにはないの？私ですか？ありますね。それはマサヤさんですね。コーチです。大切、私
Oh, sorry about that.
空の飛び方と楽しさを一緒に教えてくれた人です。そう、私もいる大切な人。それはイリーナさんですか？うん、イリーナとても大切。いつも私の味方してくれる。だからイリーナのためにも負けない。いいですね。私も負けないです。乾さんと戦うのちょっと怖いけど楽しみです。楽しみ？はい、楽しみです。だって FC は楽しいですから。
Flying circus is about having fun. It's about captivating people's attention and entertaining them with the joys of flying. If all you're after is the experience of flying, hop on a plane. Flying with your own wings is about so much more than that. I've been searching for this answer since the summer tournament. And like my shoe said, the answer really was in the sky. The sky is an endless source of fun and excitement. And so, a sport that revolves around dashing through the sky needs to emulate that. The person who came up with FC clearly understood that, since circus is even a part of its name. I now know that I have to protect that name from her and Inui. This is kind of out of nowhere, actually. It makes sense, but it's kind of out of nowhere. I swear in the name of our beloved sport that we won't lose to you. Irina-san's smile disappears. She goes silent as soon as I finish giving my answer. How long is this gonna last? It feels like an eternity, but...
あなたもお姉様と同じことを言うのね。
Huh?
失礼、何でもありません。
A smile slowly forms on her face after she says that.
やはりとても愉快です、日向さんは。いいでしょう。フライングが勝つか、サーカスが勝つか、雌雄を決しましょう。
Well, I understand where Masai was coming from, right? You guys might have remember I even said it during Inui's match with Shindo-san. The fact that it was boring, right? But that doesn't really take away that she has skill. Or the fact that, you know, her way of flying is wrong in any way. Yeah.
そろそろ試合行かなきゃ。あ、待ってください、乾さん。試合が終わったら友達になってくれませんか？私と？はい。私、乾さんみたいに強い人、すごく興味があります。もっと話してみたいです。それに乾さんってとっても可愛いですし。そんなことない。可愛いですよ。可愛くはない。友達も無理だけど。試合が終わって話すのは大丈夫？わかりました。じゃあ約束ですよ。うん、約束。
I'm back. Oh, where's Asuka?
その辺を散歩するって出てったよ。もうそろそろ戻らないと。あ、戻ってこられましたわ。ただいまです。
遅い。どこ行ってたの？
友達のとこへ行ってました。友達って前の学校の？これから友達になる子です。
We need to get ready, Asuka.
はい、マサヤさん。
Asuka and I make our way over to the playing field. And when we get there, I see the whole Karyo team on standby. Eventually, I hear a familiar voice call out from behind me.
やあ、みんな頑張ってるみたいだな。
あ、先生いらっしゃったんですね。
どうにも仕事が長引いてな。すまなかった。
Aoi-san approaches the others, then directs her gaze at me. She gives a quick nod, and I respond in kind. We share no words because we have no need for them. At this point, I just have to pour everything I have into this match. I'm so worried about what Aoi-san told me though. Well, I can deal with that when it comes up. The first step is showing off the fruits of our labor. We won't stand a chance unless we do that. Okay, it's time. The match is about to start, so I tell Asuka to head over to first. I can practically feel the excitement in the air.
さあ、いよいよ秋の大会も決勝戦を迎えました。ここで実況を担当するのは前回に引き続き森勝みのりこと久那浜学院1年の保坂みのりです。 勝に駒を進めたのは前回の夏の大会で全国制覇した改良の誇る空域の支配者乾咲2年生。そしてもう一人、夏の大会では惜しくも3回戦で敗退したものの、その後驚異的な勢いで実力をつけた新鋭青空の魔術師倉科明日香、同じく2年生。果たして激戦の死闘決戦を制するのは誰か。いよいよ試合が始まります。
Magician of the Azure? What a crazy nickname. Though, it's quite fitting. After all, she's going to put on a magic show to dazzle the crowd and unseat the Foul King.
アスカー、勝ったらうどんおごってあげるぞ。じゃあ私もつぶつぶいちごクッキーよ。ついに始まるんだね。感慨深いね。アスカちゃんが決勝か。
ああ、クラシナ、スピードだ、気合だ、スピードだ。あと筋肉もだ。
さて楽しみだね。さ
ええ、楽しみですわ。そして砂糖いいんですわ。アスカさん頑張ってください。
マサヤ、あんまり気張りすぎるなよ。俺たちがついてるからな。
いつも通りです、ザキ。迷うことは何もありません。
はい、イリーナ。
Remember, Asuka, all of us believe in you, so go out there and have fun.
はい、私今すごくワクワクしてます。
Perfect. That's the way. Man, it's so... What is it? It's so heartbreaking to actually see this, because in real life, if you go out there and have fun is your main mindset, you definitely will not get first. It's sadly a fantasy to go out there and have fun and you get number one. I give Asuka a thumbs up. Eventually, the referee moves their whistle to their lips. Then, they pause for a moment amidst the tense atmosphere. And after that, a whistle resounds through the clear blue sky.
先に行く。
Inui moves towards second right as the match starts. Her body rises up for a moment, and I immediately realize that's intentional. I see. She's using the wind. Inui uses the gust of wind that's blowing up from above to skillfully carve a path to second. A human-sized gap opens up between her and Asuka, who's also trying to make her way to the boy.
乾選手、夏の大会の再現とばかりにヨーヨーヨーで加速。負けじと倉科選手も後を追いますが、このままでは苦戦が予想されます。先制されちゃう。いきなり早いね。参ったな。生粋のオールラウンダーです。スピーダーに対抗するには分が悪いですよ。
That's normally true, but we've got something up our sleeve. Asuka, go!
いきなり出すんですね。
I don't want to hold anything back. We need to go full throttle right out of the gate and never pull back. Otherwise, we won't win.
わかり、行きます。
Sorry about that. Right after she says that,
そんなスピードが。
Asuka, who is slowly being left in the dust by Inui, abruptly picks up speed and overtakes her.
なんだあれは。クラシナ、いつからスピーダーに。
面白いことするね、マサヤは。
The gap between them eventually widens to a point where Inui has to give up on the boy and jump to the second line. Moments later, Asuka reaches second.
これは予想できない展開がいきなり起こりました。リードされていた倉科選手が突然の急加速。見事セカンド V にタッチしました。
With that, the score is 1-0. Asuka's taken the lead for the very first time.
やったー、やりましたアスカ先輩。 の？わかんない。急激に加速してアスカちゃんが一気に。部長、これは。
鏡先生、まさかとは思うのですが。
言いたいことはわかるぞ。あれはおそらくあれの応用だろう。
アンジェリック・ヘイロー。
So she perfected the angelic halo, huh? Remember that the last time she could only move it in a circle, right? So she couldn't actually move forward with it.
でもあの技ってつい3日前に見せてもらったばかりでは。
Yeah, this is what you call plot armor, Rika.
次の日の基礎練の時2人で何かやってたけど、あれがそうだったのかもしれないね。1日で身につくようなものなの？あの技。
僕なら優に2週間はかかるだろう。
常識では計り知れない。
Shindo-san and Aoi-san are right on the money. We've used the concept behind the angelic halo to help up Asuka's speed. Think of it like a nitro boost in a car. It doesn't last very long, but a quick burst of speed can help you get ahead in a race. Though, since it's a variation of the angelic halo, you can only keep flying straight for about 2 seconds. Any longer and it gets too hard to maintain the proper form. And in the worst case scenario, you'll end up flying in an arc before you shoot out of the playing field. However, thanks to Asuka's improved sense of balance, she can recover after those 2 seconds and chain it into another shot, or another boost. That's how she managed to get down the first line so fast. From here on out, we can use that to get the edge when Inui is flying by Asuka's side. Though, I wonder if it'll actually work. I kinda assume Inui and Irina-san will think of some countermeasure before attacking us. Yeah, but watch out for her next move, Asuka. Asuka quickly recovers her form, which was slightly off because of the boost from touching second. Meanwhile, Inui is up above the second line with her arms spread wide.
準備完了した。はい。ではいつも通り行きましょう。バード刑事バージョン2です。はい。
For some reason, Inui is leaning forward as she advances toward Asuka with her spread out arms. Birdcage Mark II? They've improved it already? Duh!
おっと、ここで乾選手 B ブロックの相手をことごとく粉砕してきた大技バードケージを仕掛けてきました。うわ、ついに来ました。例のあれです。
We didn't even get the name of the, move in Misaki's route, did we?
しかもバージョン2って進化してきたってこと？
B ブロックの試合では見せなかったの。
きっと出す必要がなかったんだろう。
必要がない。
こちらに向けて迫ってくるのがバージョン2なのだとしたら、つまりは攻撃する意思を見せているということになる。
リードされている状況でもなければそんなポーズ取る必要はないからな。
なるほど。言われてみればそうですよね。 B ブロックは常にリードしていたようですし。
Of course they added a more direct offense option to the birdcage. They're not dumb enough to assume they'll always start with a lead. Glad I guessed that already. Asuka seems prepared to intercept the encroaching Inui.
準備できました。
Okay, there's no time like the present. Use pentagram force. Asuka nods, then flies up and to the right in order to get into Inui's blind spot.
同様用を仕掛けてくる。
Right when Inui looks up,
そうじゃありません。
Asuka starts to draw a pentagram with her flight path.
この動き。
多角形連撃完璧に習得していましたか。
Inui stops in her tracks, looking almost scared for a moment.
やりました。乾さんの動きを止めました。
いい形で動けたね。何度も練習を繰り返した甲斐があった。
確かに抑止力としてきちんと働いている。乾といえどもこれを真正面から抜けるのは難しい。ペンタグラムとはよくつけたんだな。
What, they actually never named the move before? I mean, I assume people actually have already done this move before.
でもあのネーミングセンスはちょっと中二っぽい感じよね。
Hey, I can hear you guys.
試合終わったらペンタグラムくんって呼んでやろう。ペンちゃんでもいいですよね。ペンちゃん頑張れ。
Damn it, I swear, they never let up. How dare they make fun of it? I thought long and hard before I eventually came up with that amazing name.
なかなか楽しいネーミングですよね、佐藤院さん。どうかしました？かっこいいですね。
さっきいいですか？はい。正面から飛び込んではやられます。こちらも緩く動きつつ様子を見ましょう。ただしあまり動きすぎると脇を抜けられます。先ほどの速さを見るにオールラウンダーだからと甘く見ない方がいいです。はい、イリーナ。
Inui's floating about to make sure she's always facing Asuka. Guess they're probably thinking probably thinking some strategy right now. Yeah, there should be something there, for sure. Not that it matters much. I can tell they're just gonna go for Asuka's back the moment we attack.
どうしましょうか、マセヤさん。
Don't hesitate. Just remember what we practice and execute it flawlessly. Unfazed by Inui's diversion, Asuka does an air kick turn when she reaches one of the vertices of her pentagram. Then, she uses the small opening we've created to rush toward Inui from the side. Inui clearly has insane reflexes, since she manages to dodge her attack and tries to counter it in one smooth motion. But that's not all we've got in store. Asuka nails a short turn and suddenly appears on Inui's other side. Inui manages to react in time yet again, and this time, she twists her body in order to protect her back. However, Inui has her back to Asuka, but she twists and bends in unbelievable directions as she extends her hand toward her. Man, I kinda wanna see this in anime format. I really wanna see how epic the battle can be. You know, with animation and shit. And then, she successfully lands a hit. For sure, this has gotta be the route that they animate. There's no way, you know, the anime is gonna animate any other route. For sure. This has the most, you know, like FC.
で体の柔らかさ。
倉科選手、見事なドッグファイトでポイントを獲得です。乾選手を相手に2点選手となりました。
That brings the score to 2-0.
よーし、やったー。
2対0。これで2点リードだ。おお。
これも進藤さんの特訓の成果ですね。
教えた僕よりも形にできた倉科君が偉いよ。
その通りです。
佐藤、何か言いたそうだね。
部長、大会が終わった後、後輩たちに教えてあげてください。
でもそれは君の希望でしない方針に。
いつまでも意地を張っている場合ではないと思い知らされましたわ。それに久米浜ではこんなに素晴らしい選手が育っています。一ノ瀬さんの指導を含め改めてよろしくお願いします。
分かった佐藤君。
佐藤院先輩。
やれやれ、ここまではまあ順調だな。
ああ、
そろそろ仕掛けてくるかな。
いやまだだ。 残り時間を考えればな。
Inui uses the repulsion from Asuka's blow to propel herself toward third. Gotta say, her quick thinking and fast reaction times clearly show that she's playing at the highest possible level.
取られちゃいます。
It's okay. There's nothing you can do. Listen, just jump to the next line. Inui touches third and scores her first point as Asuka jumps to the third line. The score is now 2-1. Asuka's lead has diminished.
乾選手が取り返して2対1に。さあ、ここから同点に持ち込むのか、それとも倉科選手がまたリードを広げるのか。 OK です、サキ。今やられた分は次のドッグファイトで返しましょう。
わかりました、イリーナ。
Inui uses the boost from touching third to rush down the third line. She's heading straight for Asuka. They seem to be ditching their earlier plan at this point, since Inui is not worrying about positioning or anything. Have they realized that as things stand, it's better for them to make this as a fast, hectic match to force a misplay? That's fine by me. I welcome the challenge. But you know, the most terrifying attacks in these situations always make use of gravity in some way. And that means there's no way she's gonna shoot straight for you. I'm sure she'll try to enter a climb, then swoop down. The question is, will she go for a feint and attack Asuka's blind spot when that happens? She could do that, but there are also a ton of other options. Betting on a specific scenario is too much of a risk. Think you can react in time and counter her attack, Asuka? Why can't you just say counterattack, damn you? Localization! Make it so hard to actually say that sentence.
やってみます。
Asuka leans forward slightly to prepare herself for Inui's assault. It's an extremely flexible stance that will allow her to move in any direction on short notice.
さあ、どこからでも来て。
Inui suddenly disappears as she closes in on Asuka.
どこですか？
She's coming from above, Asuka. Asuka manages to dodge Inui's attack by a hair's breadth.
おっと、ここで乾選手が仕掛けた。目前で上空に跳ね上がってからの急速加工。これには倉科選手も驚いたようです。
Didn't Aoi-san use this on the practice match?
惜しかったですね、サキ。でもいい攻撃でしたよ。
はい、惜しかった。次は逃がさない。逃げます。
At that point, Inui takes charge of the action. Asuka twists her body and bends her... Yeah, that's for sure N. And bends her upper half backward in order to escape Inui's endless avalanche of attacks.
しぶとい。じゃあ、これはどう？
She says that, then flies a large arc in an attempt to target Asuka's blind spots. Inui's fists rain down on all of Asuka's blind spots in short order. Left, right, up, down. Asuka's targeted from every single direction, but she somehow managed to dodge everything while letting out those weird yelps. Do you really have to say that? Come on now.
乾選手、攻勢。このまま倉科選手はポイントを取られてしまうのか。
Inui doesn't stop, doesn't tire. Her hands are moving so fast that they seem to be both nowhere and everywhere at the same time.
わあ、先輩が。
大丈夫よ、真白。
美咲先輩？
この状況、何か思い出さない？あ？ねえ。
Misaki's right. This is something we've been training to counter since the summer tournament. Asuka.
はい。
Once you get used to the rhythm of her attacks, go on the offense.
はい。
Asuka slips out of the way of Inui's attacks every single time. And as time goes by, her movements grow more smooth.
これはお蝶。
This is so anime, dude. Her first hurdle is consecutive attacks from above and below. In other words, attacks based on speed. which press excels at.
これはましろちゃん。
The second is a surprise attack from her blind spot. It comes flying in from behind right as she's trying to calm her breathing.
そしてこれは美咲ちゃんの方が。
And finally, swift left and right movement that link to rapid attacks. It's just like the move strings Misaki's so good at pulling off.
もっともっと手強かったです。
Or yeah, Inui's attacks are coming one after another instead of all at once.
すごいすごいすごい。
There's no way Asuka, who's mastered dealing with all of those attacks at the same time, will lose here.
倉科選手、乾選手の絶え間ない連撃を全て完璧にかわしています。どれもポイントにつながりそうなのに全くもってつながりません。全部かわされた。
さき、気をつけて。
It's too late. Asuka already has the high ground.
そしてこれが
Inui's hesitating as she thinks over what to do next.
みんなと考えたハイパーローヨーヨーです。
That was kind of a pitch change for Asuka's voice, to be honest. Luckily, that's all the time we need. Asuka spins down toward Inui's back like a drill in order to score another point.
倉科選手3ポイント目。
It's 3-1 now. We finally reclaim our 2-point lead. Because Asuka was spinning when she touched her back, Inui is completely off balance.
よし、いいぞ。
素晴らしい回お見事です。やりましたね皆さん。
You know, I can't deny the fact that making like matches flashy and entertaining like this to watch does inspire you to actually take the sport, right? I can't deny that. Like, I guess the feeling that I got with Inui's playstyle was actually right from the beginning. That it was boring, even though it was actually very amazing play, right? But come on, this is way more entertaining. And it's way cooler.
だね、本当みんなで練習したもんね。アスカは3対1に耐えたんだもの。1対1に負けるもんですかっての。部長、あと何分ですか？試合時間。
あと3分だ。あと3分粘れば。
アスカが頑張ってください。
そろそろか。くそ、何か打つ手はないのか、葵。
Man, they're really hyping up Inui's move, man. Come on! I'm getting hyped up too, damn it.
選手以外の部分に目を向けたアバロンが私たちが一番上手だった。そのため簡単に逆転できることじゃない。
分かっている。分かってはいるが、このまま何もせずに俺たちの FC が地に落ちるなんてあまりにも辛いじゃないか。
So she found out a flaw in the system or something that that she could use on Inui to win. But what is it?
私だって同じさ。だがな、戦ってるのは私たちじゃない。乾やイリーナも含めあの子たちだ。たとえ望まぬ未来だとしても傍観者であるこちらが余計な干渉をするものじゃない。そうは思わないか。
ああ、そうだな。
見届けよう。変わるのか、それとも変わらないのか。
残り3分。そろそろですね。さき、準備はいいですか？
はい。ごめんなさい。リードされて。
仕方ありません。予想以上に倉科明日香は強かったです。もっとも想定の範囲ではありましたが。引導を渡しましょう。 同点で結構です。せいぜい延長であがいてもらって苦しみを味わってもらいましょう。二度と FC が楽しいなんて思わないぐらいに。
はい、イリーナ。
Inui suddenly starts hugging her knees. What's she doing?
なんでしょう。
This is really weird.
アグラベインフェーズセカンド。
Oh, it seems she was bending over to touch her shoes. Huh?
いきます。
Oh my god. So I was right. Her company is developing something new, right? Wow, so that's what they were actually talking about. Bro, of course we can't win if it's like this. If that's her secret weapon, then it's game over. If her parameters are all maxed out, then how the fuck can we win? Inui announces her imminent action, then raises her arms over her head and leaps in a manner reminiscent of a backward dive. And when she does, her shoes glow for a moment.
乾さん。
What the hell is happening? Inui's moving like a fish swimming through water. She closes in on Asuka with wild, curving motions that are extremely fast and hard to predict. Asuka hurriedly dives to the side. And a smile rises to Inui's face when she sees her getting all flustered. I see. I'm sure these are the strange movements Aoi-san mentioned. It's clear from her face that Asuka is currently being ruled by her fear of the unknown. What is that?
なんなんですかこれ。
We fear what's going on in front of us without even knowing what it is.
その乾選手がシューズの設定を変えた瞬間、魚か何かのような超滑らかな動きに変わりました。で、何が起こってるか私にもさっぱりなんですが、とにかくこれで倉科選手一転してピンチです。どうしたらいいんですか、マセヤさん。
So when they said they were gonna change the rules of FC, are they really gonna make it so that people who buy their shoes are gonna be the one who rule FC? Are they actually gonna make it pay to win? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's actually ridiculous. Speed! Use the Angelic Halo variant to get to the next boy. Asuka makes a run for fourth at top speed.
ダメ。
However, Inui suddenly appears in front of her to block the path. What the hell? Did she just teleport? It seems like Asuka's starting to lose hope. Don't give up, Asuka! Up! Fly upward! Asuka makes a desperate attempt to enter a climb, since that seems to be her only option at this point. Damn it! We can't shake her! She's like a bloodhound out there. Inui easily blocks Asuka's path again. No way. This is terrifying. No matter where she tries to go, no matter how much she struggles, Inui always intercepts her. We have to work incredibly hard to get that 2-point lead. But somehow, she's made it vanish in a single moment. This can't be happening. All of a sudden, there seems to be an impossibly wide gap between them. How are we supposed to fight that? I glare at Inui as I gnash my teeth. I know this won't change anything, but I'm finding it hard to keep my anger in check. Asuka's getting destroyed up there. She's all alone, without any hope of getting help. She isn't scoring more points? Inui's toying with Asuka, but she makes no attempt to finish her off. It almost feels like she's an alpha dog trying to assert dominance through fear.
日向さん日向さん聞こえていますか
Irina-san.
バード刑事だけが FC を変える方法だなんてそう思っていたのではないですか
So you're saying these movements are part of your true FC?
すべてです。この動きも完全を得るための作戦も無駄なことを省いた状況こそがこれからの FC なのです。
Then why aren't you finishing her off?
これまでの FC のフィナーレせっかくですからカーテンコールを用意したのです。同点からの延長戦きっと美しいでしょうね。何もできずに翻弄されるだけの5分間。
That's despicable!
そこで黙って見ていなさい。あなたの大切にしていた FC が打ち砕かれるのを。
Wow, she is literally throwing money at the competition.
そして FC がこの地で新たに生まれ変わるのを。
Ah! God damn it! Just like Irina-san said, Inui keeps toying around with Asuka the whole time.
タイムアップ！3対3の同点ということでこれから延長戦に入ります。10分間の休憩の後再開いたします。序盤をリードしたクラシナかそれとも鮮やかに逆転した乾か大会初の